morning, buenos dias, welcome, bienvenido, Hag Sameach. Good to see everyone here right on time as we start on schedule. Year number 6 for Shema Koleinu here at the Miramar Cultural Center Synagogue for High Holy Days. On behalf of Cantor Debbi Ballard, I welcome you all here for what I am sure is going to be a very, very wonderful and moving and meaningful service for you. After 5 years and into our 6th, we actually have traditions. One of them is that we begin our services with a very particular version of Hinini, meaning, here I am, and I am here. And I'm here not just physically, but I'm here spiritually as well. Hinini, known as the Cantor's Prayer, is said on the High Holy Days, and very special for the Cantor. And I'm sure you all sit and say, well, the Cantor chants whenever we're together, be it our life cycle events, at other holidays. What's different about this? Well, these days are different. It's our new beginning, if you will. And the Cantor is particularly concerned at the High Holy Days with being the proper emissary, if you will, between us and God, bringing our prayers to God on our behalf. And I will tell you that not only Cantor Debbi, but other cantors that I've worked with and know have concerns, their own personal physical concerns. Am I up to it? Is my voice up to it? Is my strength up to it? I have an important role. How does the Cantor maintain that position, maintain that role between us and God, and still stay humble in that position? The Cantor has got an important position in our faith, and one that doesn't make the Cantor a special or better person, but one that is in fact our emissary and needs to be strong and must be praying to God for the strength to bring the message properly from all of us. And without further ado, we begin our morning Yom Kippur service, Hinini.
Show us all in wonder. morning.
Good morning.
Shana Tova. Wow, you're awake and you're out there. It is with so much pride and pleasure that I welcome you all here today as we begin our 6th Yom Kippur service together. It amazes me how every year we have spent together becomes more comfortable, more uplifting, and that I actually have begun to enjoy my time here rather than worrying so much about doing it right. Although last night, in my first song, my worst hi-ho nightmare came true, and it didn't feel so great. 3 back-to-back plane trips, the most recent one an overnight red-eye on a freezing cold, damp JetBlue plane. The cold I always try so hard to avoid at this time of year finally caught up to me, leaving me with complete laryngitis 2 days ago. So even though I was able to get 70% of my voice back last night, I had trouble with a note or two, and let's just say it wasn't my most proud moment. But believe it or not, a little voice inside my head quickly said, "Don't worry, Debbie, there's lots of love in this room, and a lot of it is for you. And even if they don't love you, the fact is they showed up for you, and you're going to give them your very best, so don't sweat the small stuff." It's a great lesson I try to apply throughout the year. I don't always do it, but I do try. A few years ago, that experience from last night might have made me go home and cry, but not this girl and not this year. The greatest reward of my professional life is the people who show up here each year. Some are new, and some have been here since the beginning. But either way, there is a great deal of love here in this room, and I revel in the feeling of love that has been created between my families and me. I'm grateful for it. I thrive on it. And so, on our 6th year together, I just want to open this service by letting you all know how very much I appreciate your being here this year. I'm very excited for another year in the books, for many more families that I have had the pleasure to get to know, love, and serve, and for the new families that have joined us very recently. I'm so grateful and excited for new projects ahead, most especially the Jewish and Interfaith Wedding Institute, which was so well received in Las Vegas last week, and surely will be a great success in the future. Something very important to me in my work is that this summer I led my 4th annual Israel B'nai Mitzvah group. This has become my pride and joy, and frankly, I don't know anyone that puts on such an incredible trip. Not only because it's personalized and meaningful, but rather because we spend time really getting to know each other, connecting before and after the trip, enabling all of us who took part in that trip to blend as friends before we even boarded the first flight. Several families here today have been my cherished travelers to Israel, and now they are far more than friends, they are family too. The Chadros, the Hamadis, the Jakovich family, the Trues, the Price family, the Bluths, the McCulloughs, and the Sellingers. All of these families made each and every trip a huge success. As I look back on these trips, it makes me so proud to see what we have created. This year in 2017, we have 32 people confirmed to travel. And hopefully it'll be our biggest trip ever. This year has brought many bar and bat mitzvahs, weddings, and baby namings, and it makes me so happy to celebrate these incredibly important moments with you and your families. We can never seem to escape a year, however, without tragic losses. And as always, I am humbled to also serve as a source of comfort to those in my community who need it. Our services are created to offer a positive message, an uplifting and spiritual connection to Judaism, and I hope that as you worship with us today, you receive every bit of what was intended for you. We are so honored that you chose to spend your holiday with us, and we strive to offer you the most positive Jewish experience in observing our High Holy Day traditions. I welcome you and thank you all for coming, and wish each and every one of you a happy and healthy New Year. May your fast be meaningful and profound. And may you please forgive whichever part of my voice decides not to show up this year. Shana Tova.
Forgive